Hi Aquarius, welcome to Meenakshi Tarot. This is a general reading for you for the second week of August. I must apologize to you, I've had a bit of a flu, so my voice is a bit, still a bit scratchy, so I hope you guys can still hear me okay. This is a general reading for you Aquarius, so take what resonates with you, and if this reading is not resonating with you, please look at your moon, your Venus, and your rising. I must also say thank you so much to those of you that have subscribed to my channel, and thank you for those that are watching. Please remember to subscribe if you enjoyed this reading, and also to share it with your friends. So Aquarius, off the cuff we can see that some of you have had to deal with some form of betrayal that has happened in your recent past, some kind of situation. It's almost as though the readings this week has been telling a story for somebody out there where things have happened, and it's a case of like the past that's impacting on the present and may just affect the future. It's about us making these positive choices to change, to make these changes that we need to make within ourselves first before we try to change other people, because that is not really in our power to do, to change other people. All we can control is ourselves. So we see here with the Seven of Swords coming up, there has been this betrayal that some of you have experienced in the past. It has been something that you didn't expect. It could have been a betrayal that was close within the confines of friendship and family. It could have been people that you did not expect this to happen to, and you had hoped to protect yourself, and some of you may have left a situation or wanted to extradite yourself from a situation so as not to be involved with this kind of betrayals anymore, and wanting to look towards the future. However, we see that a lot of you have realized that there is this urgency to take care of yourself, to take care of your own matters. Some of you could be having this fire energy in your chart, and that is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You could also be having somebody with these kinds of energy in your space. You could also be having a fellow, because you've got the King of Swords here, so we're also looking there, and this is your energy, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. So you could have these people in your space, or could just be in your chart as well. So we see that there is a situation where, there was messages coming through. There could have been a delay with these messages, but there was some urgency required from yourself to take some action. And we see that some of you had to also dig within yourself to find the wisdom to move forward, to make some decisions for yourself, and to create maybe a new future for yourself. We see that the past did impact, especially with regards to this dishonesty that happened in your past situation. This sort of like a theft could have been. Sometimes we just assume a theft is a physical aspect of theft, but there's also somebody stealing your honor, stealing your reputation, damaging your reputation and doing things like that. This is also this kind of theft that's coming through here, where people have just been very nasty and could have just bad-mouthed you in the past, Aquarius, and created this illusion or said these things about you that was not true. And we see that you've got this King of Swords energy, which is actually a very strong energy to have. And it's your energy. It's almost a case of you saying, I'm looking to the past, to what has happened, and I'm learning from my past situations, but this is not going to define who I am as I am moving forward. You see that there has been an opportunity for many of you to have been very generous in your situations. You could have received promotions, you could have received new opportunities, a new means of earning an income for some. Some of you have had to be very generous with your time, with your effort, not just with your finances. There has been this necessity for you to be a generous person regardless of what has happened. We see that many of you are wanting to move away from situations that did not serve you, wanting to move towards something that was going to be better for you. And there was a little bit of stress, a little bit of anxiety, sleepless nights that some of you had gone through, but also these changes that you needed to make. A lot has had to do with, there was this drama from the past, that has affected your present situation, that sees you wanting to move towards the future, to make things different for yourself. Some of you could have, started a lot of new things and are seeing the rewards of these things, but it's still like a work in progress. These things that are not yet finished, they're not yet completed. You are still busy creating, the future that you want for yourself. But there seems to be a need to reconcile the past. There seems to be this urgency that you have, where you need to reconcile the past situations, what has happened in the past and how it has affected your present. We see that you got the strong, decisive fire energy within yourself, realizing that you yourself have to be very creative, realizing that you yourself has to be very generous as you move towards this future. It's almost as though it's in the giving that you are receiving. So we see this coming through for you. We see you also relying on this wisdom. But I see that this betrayal from the past has affected a lot of people. A lot of you have not been able to move forward because of this betrayal. It has kept you up at night. Cannot understand the why. Why did this happen to you? What did you do to deserve this? So we see this coming through in this reading, this betrayal situation that has distressed many of you. So I'm just shuffling a few more cards here for some clarity for you, Aquarius. I'm going to pull a few more cards on the situation to see what has happened. Okay. So this is not really telling me right now whether it's a love situation, whether it's a work situation, but there's betrayals, these betrayals that affect you, but not as much as it was a negative effect, but more that it really stole a lot from you. And we got the Wheel of Fortune. So even though there was this betrayal, there was also this opportunity for things to change for you, Ace of Cups. So we see that by you having the strong sense of self and fortitude, and you've got the Six of Swords again, you've had the strong sense of self, the strong sense of fortitude. You've got the Ten of Swords. You have got the Four of Pentacles. You've got the Ten of Cups. Beautiful. You have got the Six of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and you've got the Ace of Pentacles. 2 aces in this reading so far. So we are seeing here that even though there was this betrayal that you walked away from, things started to improve for you. You did see general improvement for yourself. We do see that there was this love situation that was blooming. There was this opportunity to find a new love situation, something that was going to be mentally stimulating, as well as, a relationship based on passion. There was passion, there was love. There was something very exciting about a situation. Could have been a new creative project that you also started with. But there was this information that may have been, it was like news that had come towards you that had caused you to move forward. You needed to leave one situation for another. And in your wisdom, you may have felt that you had betrayed yourself. You may have had to, some of you may have given up on some dreams and some of your goals. Some of you may have forgotten certain things that you wanted to do. And I think that some of you may have, because of this move that you had made, this forward movement that you made, you may have betrayed yourself, or somebody else as well may have felt betrayed by you. This is very, very interesting that's coming up here, that somebody else, Aquarius, you may not have realized it, but you might have been the catalyst that has caused somebody else to feel betrayed by you. You're leaving, you're moving forward, could have betrayed somebody else. We see that with this King of Swords energy, there's a lot of holding on. Somebody could be holding on to you, a love situation. Somebody could be clinging to you. Somebody could have been clinging to you. Somebody who had a very strong personality. Some of you could have gone back to a past situation, a past relationship, where there was almost, the word toxic is coming in to my mind right now. A toxic situation where there was holding on. Somebody was holding on to somebody in a relationship. You see that even though there was this underlying toxicity, there was a lot of happiness, there was a lot of joy, a lot of prosperity within your situation. And we also see that some of you definitely moved towards, you may have gotten involved with somebody from your past. Some of you may have gone back towards a past relationship. Some of you may have reunited with somebody from the past. And this could have been the reason why you had a lot of sleepless nights, worrying about this old relationship that you had walked away from. There's something about that relationship that didn't give you any peace or clarity, that you chose to leave it. And you could have chosen to leave a relationship because of financial stability. The person from the past who came back into your present offered you a little bit more stability than what your present situation, that present situation at that time offered you. We see that you're now in a space of thinking about your future carefully. You're thinking about it in terms of monetary terms. You know, what is going to happen to you? How are you going to move forward? You see that your financial happiness is becoming a bit, it's been a slow moving situation, but it is becoming a bit of a priority for you. It didn't seem to be that way in the past, but it's now important to you to be able to hold on to all that you have achieved and you have received in life. We see that many of you are looking to start maybe a new business. Some of you are looking towards that. Something that's going to be quite broad, quite big, could even be international for some of you. Some of you, it's going to be opening up new doors of opportunity. We see that is happening for many of you. It's almost as though this past situation, that you had a past, okay, let's have some clarity here. You had a past love situation, somebody that you left, you got involved in a current situation. That situation didn't work out as you had hoped. For some reason, there was some insecurity in that current situation that caused you to leave and go back to that past relationship. So some of you have been playing seesaw, going back and forth, going forward, going backwards. You know, it's like really taking these 2 steps forward but taking 1 step back. So there is this person that has this magnetic hold on you, so to say. For whatever reason, you keep going back to this person. It could be the familiar, it could be the stability. Very often it's the comfort of knowing. So let's draw another set of cards to get some clarity as to why you seem to be in this situation of back and forth, Aquarius. Why are you back and forth with this past person, with this past relationship, this past situation that you can't seem to leave behind you? Okay, let's see here. Shuffling these cards. Get some clarity here for Aquarius. You got the Queen of Cups and it came up. You have been feeling quite, how does this resonate with me now? Yes, that is to be upright. 7 of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles again. So I flipped this over when I picked it up. My apologies, okay? So we see that leaving this betrayal situation, you have been able to become more secure emotionally, spiritually, financially, and you have been able to flow from a place of love. You have been able to be more creative with yourself. You have been able to be more creative with your situations and with your truth. So we see this coming through. We also see some of you could be some of you who's got this water energy in your chart. We see Pisces here, Cancer and Scorpio energy. So somebody who's got this energy in their chart. We see that you have moved, you have this energy of being focused and empowered and knowing what it is that you want, having this inner wisdom, starting to find your love and passion. 7 of Pentacles here, looking to grow roots, to nurture your talents, your abilities, to do something that you love and to be able to create roots for yourself. You moved away from this inconsistency, these messages that you were waiting for, moving towards something so that you can create a new opportunity for yourself, new roots for yourself. We see you've got the 2 of Wands, that even though you were seeking this wisdom and you're understanding that there was a certain sense of self-betrayal here, there's this realization that you need to prioritize yourself with this 2 of Wands energy. You need to move forward for yourself and you need to dream for yourself. And those of you that want to travel, that want to try new things, that want to go on adventures, you need to start to see your life as an adventure and realize that even on your own, you are complete as a person. You don't really need to rely on anybody else. You already have enough love within yourself to flow from yourself to others. You really have the situation of creativity flowing for you. You have the Four of Wands on this, saying to me that, you know, you've realized that you have to have this joy, this fun in your life. You have to bring in the excitement, you know, dancing, having pleasure. And you can have this by being able to hold on to the things that are important to you, hold on, and having the strong energy to decide what is important for you, Aquarius, as you move forward, and actually not being ashamed of the things that are important to you. I know that some people, you know, that they feel very guilty about enjoying the things that life offers them, the financial rewards of life. They feel very ashamed of that. And this card is saying to me that you've had this realization that you do enjoy the things that money buys. You've got the Three of Swords in reverse. So you have learned from your grief. Some of you have gone through these situations where you have been in tremendous grief. You have, sorry, let me grab a sip of water here. So you have gone through these situations that has caused you immense pain, but you've also learned from these situations. You've got the Eight of Wands in reverse. Here, you've got the Four of Cups here. And then you have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So you are a little bit in a situation, Aquarius. You are being a seesaw. You want to go back and forth. It's like you have gone through all of this trauma. You know that you're supposed to be self-empowered and you're supposed to move forward and you're supposed to flow with this love situation, enjoying the peace and comfort and learning from the grief that you've gone through, especially when it came to creating this happy family situation for yourself. But we see that some of you, you have moved towards something and you're waiting to reconcile. There's a sense of boredom or the sense of missing out on opportunities and thinking, did I make the right decision? There's a sense of also realizing that I need to wake up from where I'm at and realize that I hold the key to move on. It's almost as though there's this conflicting thoughts that's going through this with these nightmares and wanting to move forward. Is you are still thinking about that past person that you left behind, that relationship that you walked away from that you didn't feel so secure about, that relationship. Some of you are still looking towards that. Some of you are looking to want to move towards this person again and reconcile with this person, but you don't know how. You don't know how to fix that which you walked away from, because you seem to be walking back and forth from one person to the other. You seem to be walking back and forth. So let us get a bit more clarity here for you from the Energy Oracle cards, Aquarius, because you need to, in your present moment, a lot of you are feeling very prosperous. You are moving forward, but emotionally, it seems to me that many of you seem to be stuck. You want to be in a relationship, but you also enjoy your freedom. And that is a problem for many Aquarians. They want to be in relationships, but they also want to have that freedom. They don't want to be, most Aquarians they're always seeking for that person, for their person. So you find yourself looking, some of you could be searching for your twin flame union. Some of you could be tired of soulmate relationships. Soulmate relationships are very karmic to many of you. Some of you could be stuck in this, could be stuck with this person that keeps coming back. That is like a soulmate situation. Because I mean, if it was a twin flame relationship, there would be a little bit more peace. But you're seeking. Some of you could be thinking, you know, this relationship that made me feel so insecure, that could have been my twin flame relationship. That's what you're thinking. That could have been it. Wondering, is that it? Did I walk away from that? Let's see. Clarity. Some of you not sure whether to stay or whether to go back. You don't want to be seen as flaky. So let's see what energy has to say. Yes, adjacent possibilities. So an attachment to the past. I'm going to actually change this. I'm going to do it like this. Spirit leads elsewhere. Cornucopia. So we see that you need to realize that you do have adjacent possibilities, but you are attached to that relationship. You're attached to that situation from the past that brought you a lot of happiness. That person has a lot of love for you. They are somebody who actually holds their heart on their sleeve, and they have a lot of love for you. Definitely, that is your person. That is your twin flame connection. That is what it is. But you've also left this person very brokenhearted. Very brokenhearted. Sorry guys, I can hear my throat is catching. I need to just drink some more water. So, you've got this love situation. This love situation from the past. This person still loves you, Aquarius. This person wants to be with you. You need to realize that you need to meditate a little bit. Open yourself up to these new possibilities. And this person needs to make some moves towards you. Sorry, I had to pause the video for a second. Oh, okay. You need to put yourself in a situation where you need to rest yourself from all this overthinking. And you need to realize that your person could be at a distance from you. There may be some communication required, but you actually can't force the situation. You need to accept that the world is open to you, but you also need to be calm and literally pay your dues, because you don't want this person to think that you are playing around with them. You need to be very serious about what it is that you want. So take a moment to think about what it is that you want. Be very sure about what it is that you want, because this person needs to make this journey from this grief to expressing their love, because we see that they could be very closed up to love right now. They could be very hurt. They could be not wanting to express love because of this perceived betrayal from you. And you just need to know that what is meant for you will find you. And they just need to trust their instincts. They just need to trust themselves as they come towards you. That's very important, that you allow this to happen. You allow them to trust themselves, and you allow them to make this move towards you in their time. Because this is generally a very loving situation. There is this person who really loves you. Somebody who really loves you, that wants to be a part of your future. Somebody who sees themselves with you, and somebody who sees you as their twin flame, as their person. You have the situation and you are attached, Aquarius. I see that you are attached to this love situation, to this person. There's a lot of attachment here. So let us see here. What does Sacred Traveler have to say for you? What guidance message do you have here for Aquarius? You need to have courage. Valiant courage. Let's see, what else? And you need to have passion and pleasure. Savor your life. So we see that you need to have courage for yourself right now. Some of you most probably don't have courage. And you just need to know right now that you need to live with this passion, having this flow, being in the flow, enjoying where your life is at and what is happening in your life right now. And that is important for you. That is important for you to stay strong and to stay focused and to live with this passion. To enjoy your life, to dance, to have some fun. And to, you know what, if you want to go back to the situation, you just need to be calm about it and allow love to flow. Allow love to flow towards you. So let me draw another card for you from the Starseed to see what is your grounding message here. I do apologize for my voice, Aquarius. I can hear that it's going off again. I just want to get this message out to you. Oops. Dropped a card here. Yep, I dropped too many cards. I have to keep shuffling. See what is this message here for you. What is the message for Aquarius? Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. Activated earth. Power places. Ley lines. Trust where you led. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Too often we want to dictate where we want to be. Isn't it so? You know, they say ley lines are invisible pathways on the land along which energy travels. So you can sense them when you are attuned to your subtle senses. I mean, it's also called spirit pathways. And you can, those of you who know about Chinese medicine, this can be compared to the meridians in the China, like according to like the Chinese medicine, the meridians in your body. You need to realize that you are called here to, with that meditation card, you are called to be calm. You are called to honor yourself. You are called to go within yourself, to meditate within yourself, and to follow your instincts about things. You are called to be one with the universe that created you, and you are called to trust where spirit leads you. Very often we want to say, no, I don't want to go in that direction, but this is what I want something else. And this is why in the flow is so important. You need to have this valiant courage so that you can listen and follow where spirit is leading you. You need to trust where spirit is leading you. You have made decisions in the past not listening to your higher self. You have made decisions in the past following your ego. And we saw that in the first layer of cards that came here. You were back and forth, back and forth. You did not listen to spirit in the past. So now you are called to listen to spirit. Now you are called to say, sorry, I need to just grab a tissue. Now you are just called to just listen to where spirit is leading you. Listen. If you are to stay with this person that you are with, that is your soulmate connection, listen to the higher calling. If you are to reunite with that one that you felt so insecure with, but that you loved and that you knew was your twin flame connection, listen for that and be there with that person if that person is ready to have you back in their space. So, Aquarius, this is a very, very interesting time that you're going through. Have valiant courage as you go towards your future, and live with passion and pleasure and stay in the flow. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this reading. Until next time, please take care. Goodbye.